Barbados understood the assignment. There were fans in the stands.
Well, Kurt, it's not just Barbados understand the assignment, It's Pollard, it's Older, it's King, it's Cottrell, and the whole company of them.
Yeah, and David finally, well, David slew Goliath.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. We have in studio Raymond, and we welcome back Adrian to the Sports DTM studio. An exciting matchup we witnessed today, Raymond and Adrian. West Indies versus England in their first T20, right? And I mean, where do we start? Winning by 9 wickets. Give me a feedback, Adrian.
Well, Kurt, we had number 10 West Indies versus number 1 England, and obviously number 10 shockingly surprised us all. The West Indies coming into this match were on a run of 5 defeats straight. They were being pounded by England. They looked like they had no chance of actually going again and making any strides in this matchup. And surprise, shift away from Jamaica, went over to Barbados, and just like magic, the West Indies clobbering England. That's right, people, you heard it correctly. Clobbered England, the number 1 team, by 9 wickets.
Raymond, we hear Adrian mention Barbados, and based on everything that is happening, we wonder if this is the golden spot. We spoke about England and how they've been dominating West Indies in the last set of games, and we asked for something special. And the bowlers, West Indies winning the toss and deciding to bowl, and the bowlers delivered finally. Jason Older, 4 for 7, his best performance. And we've been talking about how I'm not taking a wicket for about 2 years now. And him finally show up and deliver at home. England all out for 103 runs.
Yes. So what happened is that because Jason Wooler is at home, you expected this type of performance. And especially the fact that he had fans in the stadium. These are the type of things we wanted in Jamaica, but that didn't happen. But in Barbados, that happened. And as such, they performed exceptionally well. And as I said, Goliath lose to David once more, a proper slewing. So yeah, happy all around, big smile. Yeah, it's kind of shocking, but it's good that it went the way it did. Definitely.
Adrian, a lot of things changed from that match up against Ireland. Of course, it's not the same format, but you could see a different drive from the players. I don't know if it's the fans being in the stand, and we can't talk about that enough, the fact that there are actually fans in the stands in the Caribbean, in Barbados. But England at 49 for 7, if we're to look at any negative, 49 for 7, did they get away to make 103 all out?
Well, Kurt, a lot of things went well for the West Indies. A big change from this Ireland series, but we heard the commentators saying that the pitch, and the players indeed saying that the pitch was a little bit unpredictable. Jason Holder understood it. Obviously, the preparers of the pitch in Barbados understood the task, and as such, they stuck to it. But the team that played against Ireland, there was a little bit of shift there. Brandon King is in the team in the T20, and I think he can also play one day international. You had Sheldon Cottrell coming in. You had the likes of Fabian Allen coming in. And the team here looks a much more balanced team in terms of going into the matchup. And of course, makes sense that Jason Holder would have actually come to the party in a big way. Don't forget, this is the number one ranked English team we're talking about. We don't expect them to be scoring 103 runs, and as such, um, it's just a shocker, and I'm lost for words as to how the West Indies could have pulled this one off.
Raymond, we're not shocked because we asked for it, right? And they've been listening, right? So because the last three matches before this, when England and West Indies play, is single digit. So we are somewhat disappointed that England score so much, 103, because we want to, get back on track in terms of beating up these English. But Older 4 for 7, Cottrell 2 for 30. Fabian, we get a chance to see Fabian Allen, especially fielding and bowling, 1 for 10 from 2 overs. We couldn't have asked for more, or could we have asked for more from the bowlers?
No, it went really, really well. I mean, you probably seem a little greedy when we actually wanted England to not go past 50, but we couldn't ask for more. It was a dream start. And to be honest with you, the way the match went, I almost felt like if England actually put up 145, I felt like West Indies could actually hit that run down. They planned to chase, and they had it in them to actually chase big time. And the bowlers did a lot of work, and pretty much won the match for them. But I felt that the batsmen had it in them to actually score big today. And it's obvious, 100 and 107 for one. Though if they actually played that way during the one day cricket
Oh,
against
gosh.
Ireland, I mean, come on. So you can see a little confidence, and clearly the introduction of Brandon King and Cottrell clearly, light some fire on some other players and make other players step up. And that's what we see here. And not to mention Fabian Allen, as best believe, he's a good all rounder, and we expect great things from him within this series and many more matches to come. Believe me.
So West Indies beat off the runs, Adrian, 107 for 1. They never looked challenged in their run chase, and it was pretty much just playing mentally, as the captain said, play with your brain, right? Play with the brain, and you make it across the line. We saw Hope, who played a rash shot and got out. But outside of that, in pretty much that Shram wicket, outside of that, there wasn't really a challenge on getting a wicket for England. This is this the right West Indies?
Well, I tell you what, Kurt, the fact that West Indies bowled out England for so few runs kind of eased the pressure on the batsmen. The batsmen have been under a lot of pressure coming into this series, and it's expected that with top quality bowlers, Moeen Ali, Rashid on the English team, they were going to face a lot of trouble. But having got that cushion from the bowlers, we saw Brandon King stepping up along with Shea Hope, a brilliant opening partnership, well over 50 runs going forward. And I think that kind of propelled them. They were always in control. I have a lot of time for Brandon King because he really controlled the tempo of the game. Nice shots, over 100 strike rate, and did really well. And when Nicholas Puran entered the crease, he also just knocked the ball around, picked his shots carefully, and we saw that the West Indies were never really pressured or pressed any at all. And as such, the important thing is, can these players be consistent in trying to do the right selections? We know that 103 isn't going to come every day, but can the West Indies actually be able to put together a good innings? We weren't able to see the other batters, but from the top, they got it right from the top. They got it right from the bowling, right? And as such, you want them to keep on going forward with that in this series.
Raymond, Adrian spoke about two things. Whether or not we can continue, and 103 don't come all the time. But if we're to look at the way Brandon King applied himself, the way Shea Hope applied himself, and we're extremely happy to see Puran coming back, scoring some runs, because he struggled against Ireland. We don't know why, but he struggled against Ireland. And one of the issues that we faced against Ireland was that the top order never delivered at all. And in this match, though it was 103, we never get 103 or even half of that from the top 6 players against Ireland in all 3 games. So you think we can? That's the positive from this. Different players scoring runs. We're extremely happy that this is happening right now.
Yeah, we're super happy. We're super happy. But it's kind of early to say. The partnership between Brandon King and Puran, with Brandon King opening, looks good. It's just one match, and it's against the number 1 ranked team in the world, T20. It's good, but it's early days. It's really, really early days to actually say, this might make to be the best opener to partner with, say, a young Puran. So maybe the other 2 games you can probably look and say, okay, yeah, they make sense. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Shayo, sorry. So given that Brandon King opened and did what he did, I'm thinking that he fits the bill, but as I said, it's too early to say, that he should be the one that consistently open.
I mean, when them don't perform, we beat them bad. So I know this is the nature of the West Indies. 1 minute they're up, and then the next 200 minutes in the day they're down. But they managed to pull off an exciting game against England after not winning anything and even being bowled out by 55. And this same Rashid brother took 4 wickets for 2 runs. He wasn't able to do that in this match. So, I mean, kudos to the team, right?
Kudos to the team indeed. And not only that, they only lost 1 wicket. Kudos for that as well.
And I mean, Jason Holder playing at home, leading the charge, 4 for 7, man of the match performance by Jason Holder. We're extremely happy for that performance as well, because he wasn't doing anything, whether with the bat or the ball, for some time now, and we call him out, Raymond.
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did. And I don't know if he's watching the program, but we sure did call you out, sir. And this response is excellent, and excellent timing too. At home, in front of your fans, and against the number 1 ranked team in the world. It's excellent timing.
And at home is Barbados, right? So Adrian, right. What's next? What do we expect to see in the next match, which is tomorrow?
Well, Kurt, what we expect is, or what we'd like to see, is more Jason Holder hitting 4 wickets for 7 runs. We want to see more Brandon King hitting half centuries and above, with a steady Share Hope and Nicholas Puran if needed. And we want to see the fielding. The fielding also was very good and very tidy today. So you definitely want to see the West Indies winning the toss. Because, I mean, they just didn't make a step wrong at all. Kieran Pollard didn't have much to do. He utilized the players as they came, and Jason Holder pretty much just put it on a platter for them. So that's what we want to see for the next game.
And Raymond, winning the toss apparently is key in this series, especially in these day and night matches. So we would want West Indies to bowl first again.
Yeah, naturally, and the batsmen chase. We always know this. West Indies are better chasers, so it's best that happens.
So fans out there, we would love to hear from you by you leaving your comments in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on the West Indies performance in this David versus Goliath matchup? West Indies winning the match by 9 wickets. Yes, West Indies actually won the match against England by 9 wickets. International T20 series. Let us hear from you. What's your thoughts on the performance? Leave those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. Raymond, Adrian, and I just signing out. Be blessed.